same energy and effort it takes to be negative is the same energy and effort it requires to be positive. And before you say no, it doesn't, and scroll, yes, it does. Being negative is a choice. Being positive is a choice. So when people are choosing to be rude and disrespectful and spread rumors and lie and gossip and be envious and be a hater, they are well aware, subconsciously and consciously. And before you say, no, they're not, I don't think people really know. Yes, they do. They have been taught and shown, unfortunately, how to be negative, how to have low self-esteem, how to degrade themselves and others, how to be disrespectful. That is something you have to experience to project and deflect onto people. You have to feel some type of way. Everybody has emotions, despite people who try to act so nonchalant. The same way some people like myself who have been raised to be positive, kind, loving, and respectful. So because you're positive, kind, and respectful, and if you're not, let's just say you weren't raised that way, but you want to be, continue to be that way to yourself. How you treat yourself is the same way people are going to treat you, subconsciously, emotionally, physically, financially. I'll give you an example so you understand. When you think highly of yourself and you love yourself and you're kind, nice, and respectful, the only people who feel like you're doing the most or you do too much or who are asking you why you're happy and don't want you to be happy are people who are miserable and who don't have that same energy themselves. Not just that, whenever you have negative thoughts and negative emotions, I want you to ask yourself and let me know in the comment section if you feel that way, or was that something that you were taught and shown? Was that projected and deflected? Once you can discern if you genuinely feel negative about yourself and if you really are a hater, you then can come up with solutions and you can decide you don't have to act that way. But don't stop being nice and kind. So many people are like, oh, I'm not going to be nice, I'm not going to be kind. Don't allow people to corrupt your character because that's what they want. Like, people who genuinely do not care about themselves and others have no problem trying to corrupt people's character and manipulate them and provoke them. Once you realize that people hate themselves and they have no respect for themselves, you won't give them time, energy, and effort, and you'll know when to respond and let them know. Like, so unless you have to work with these people, keep it to a certain level of professionalism. Obviously, if it's like to where you're constantly, let's just say, being attacked and people are constantly coming up against you, you're powerful, you're strong, you're not meant to be there forever, and you're not. It's like you have to continue to surround yourself with people who are positive. Like, once you realize somebody's negative and they're choosing to be negative at their grown age, like 25 and older, regardless if they're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, hey, gay, them, she, WFG, LMNP, LGQ2, 1, 2, 3, separate yourself from them. Family members, friends, nobody's excuse.